Hello and welcome to another Tuesdays at 2. This is episode 190. Yes, 190. Each Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I come on and talk about a different topic relating to executive career management. So today's topic is, how do I toot my own horn? How do I toot my own horn? Many people find it difficult to talk about themselves, articulate their promise of value. That's one of the reasons why I'm in business. You have to sell yourself. Your job, your next career is not going to come sitting on a couch and just praying that somebody's going to come and see you. You need to get out there. You need to network. You need to be active on social media to toot your own horn. So you are a salesperson. If you're in supply chain management or finance or any other function, when you enter a job search and when you're managing your career, you are a salesperson. You are selling yourself. So you need to toot your own horn. And many people find it difficult. And I can understand that, because not too many people like talking about themselves, especially if you are an introvert. So I'll break it down for you. You are a product. Okay, you are a product and you are sending that product to the market, to your defined market, whatever market that is, whether it be in supply chain, whether it be in finance, and that market is maybe probably, your areas of specialty within those two functions and geographically minded as well. So in a particular area, unless you're going to go internationally or whatever. So you are a product, and the package for that product is your resume, your CV, and your LinkedIn profile. And there you get, on both those, you get a perfect opportunity to sell that product, your product, sell you. You are the CEO. You're the chief executive officer of your career. You are in charge of your career. Don't let anybody else take control of your career. Certainly don't let your employer rule your career. You are in charge of your career, because you could be terminated at any particular time. So understand who you are, what value, what is your competitive edge, what is your brand, what is your personal brand. Why should I, if I was in a hiring position, choose you over Mary, Mark, or Paul? What is your differentiator? Then mold a proposition, a brand around that sales, that pit. You need to develop a very compelling, a very striking, very resonating pitch to toot your own horn and sell yourself. So you need to give me, if I was an executive recruiter or somebody else in hiring position and I'm looking for talent, you need to give me a compelling reason why I should choose you over all the other candidates. So what makes you so special? What is your differentiator? Competitive edge? What is your value? Need to know your values. So many people don't know their values. And if you have been in a position or a company for more than 6 years, I can tell you that your employer will be taking advantage of your value. And if you were to go externally and look for a job in another company, your salary would leap quite significantly, because after 5 or 6 years, companies take advantage of their employees for their so-called loyalty. But there is no loyalty to employers anymore. You are loyal to yourself, the CEO of your career. So give me a compelling reason why I should hire you. Be proud of yourself. Be uplifted by doing some brainstorming on understanding on who you are, your value, and focus on your accomplishments, your performance, because I know that you've got I've been in this business now 31 years. This is where people don't understand their value and their performance. So they need to trigger into a thought process to articulate their accomplishments, because you are going to be hired by your next employer, whoever that may be. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, because of your performance, generally not because of your responsibilities. So be proud of your your performance, your accomplishments, your successes, and highlight them all the time. Don't be humble. This is not a time to be humble. This is a time to be proud of yourself. Yes, certain nationalities, certain races are humble, and there's nothing wrong in being humble. But in managing your career, you need to come out of that being humble, and you need to get in there and sell yourself. So be bold, be overt, get out there, be visible, even when you're gainfully employed. Network, 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 because you never know when you're going to be terminated. A client yesterday had an annual appraisal a couple of months ago, and it was outstanding. He was a vice president of finance. It was outstanding because he showed it to me. You know, he's one of the best employees they have. Well, yesterday the axe fell and he's now gone. And he was shaken. He was absolutely shaken. And the regular emotions of being terminated, the why me, the anger, the rage came into his dialogue with me yesterday. And now we're trying to get together to get him more calmed down and overcome those emotions and then get him back into selling himself. And he's going to have a challenge because he's been in his position or company for 14 years. So that's far too long to be in a company. So you now need to get into that sales mode. Don't be humble, be bold, be brassy, get your name out there, get visible. Show the world that you are a great leader and you are a performance driven leader focused on talent and becoming an expert within your own function. So articulate your value. You will be hired because of your performance, not because of your responsibilities. So this might be taking some people's way they think about themselves far too overt, far too strong, but many people are thought leaders. Do you consider yourself a thought leader? Do you consider yourself as a subject matter expert? Do people come to you for advice? Are you a subject matter expert or thought leader in your area of expertise, in your function, in your industry? Are you selected to go to or speak at conferences? If in which case, do they regard you as a thought leader or subject matter expert? Well, highlight that in all your articulate that in all your resume, your CV, your LinkedIn profile, and of course your elevator pitch when you go out networking. Networking is going to bring you huge value. So if you consider yourself a thought leader, a subject matter expert, really highlight that, because we hire thought leaders, we hire subject matter experts. So make sure you highlight everything and toot your own horn on your LinkedIn profile. Fully complete your LinkedIn profile. Don't have what I call a skeleton, a half complete or a third complete or a quarter complete. Fill it right up. The more text you put on there, the more Google will hit you. And your resume, your CV, make sure it's up to date. Make sure it goes through that ATS scanning machinery. And be proud of what you talk about and articulate in your resume, your CV. And have a very compelling, a very striking, a very memorable elevator pitch, no more than, say, 125 to 130 words. That's it for today. Hopefully you've got some idea on how to toot your own horn. It is an art, but you have to come out of being humble and you have to get used to telling the world what a great person you are, because the more you do that, the more confident you will be and the more job offers will come your way. And your career really, it plays a huge role, a massive role. So many hours of your waking life are in career. So you need to be happy. You need to toot your own horn and tell the world that you are an expert and you are a thought leader and you've got a ton of accomplishments and the value you can bring your next employer. So anybody got any questions or whatever while I'm doing? Well, if you have got any questions while you're on, let me just bring up my email if I can. Yeah, if anybody wants a free, no obligation, no sales pitch, resume, CV critique, I'm more than happy to give that for 30 minutes over Zoom. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. I work long hours. I'm here for you. So 30 minutes on Zoom for a free, no obligation CV resume critique. So email it to that address below or via the messaging on LinkedIn, and I will arrange to have a Zoom call with you the next week or so and go through your resume, your LinkedIn profile, or whatever you want to have a free, no obligation, 30-minute consultation. So I'm looking forward to receiving some of those resumes, CVs, and I will be back next week when our topic for Tuesdays at 2 is 8 key LinkedIn tips. 8 key LinkedIn tips. So do yourself a favor. Do something this week between Tuesday and Tuesday to manage your career. And then perhaps if you feel confident, perhaps you can come on and join me next week when I'll be talking about LinkedIn and tell me what you've done to manage your career this week. There's plenty of opportunities in the summer because there's room for networking, and executive recruiters are more inclined to network with you during the summer, July and August, than any other time of the year. I wish you well. I will see you next week for another Tuesdays at 2. Thanks for tuning in, and manage your career.